goodness. That's embarrassing. Well, I had that screen up this entire time. Mic muted, thinking I was going over everything, but it is what it is. But welcome back to the stream, guys. Welcome to this challenge account series that we're working on and grinding on today. I'll also be jumping on the main account for a little bit today because there's a bunch of work that I need to be doing, a bunch of basically account maintenance and management to be had on that account. But the most important thing today is the Naked Challenge. We've just passed day 15, or we're on the midst of day 15. We're in the middle of day 15, so about 2 weeks into the challenge so far. My expectations have been pretty much shattered because of the luck that I've had when pulling champions. And I've been able to have a good amount of progress, so it's been a good time. Like I was saying, gosh darn it, I said so much stuff. Where to begin? So all in all, I'll start with the Great Hall. So this is where we're at so far. We did it last time. I think we were at just these first three that we had done during this last CVC, just to get ahead of the missions and challenges. And then since then, we've been able to put in or upgrade one of these three, just because that lines up with the champions that I have. And so, we've been doing pretty decent there. We got a fair amount of faction guardians right now, just through copies from farming stuff. Gonna remove him. Gotta fix some of this because we recently been doing a lot of champion training over the last couple days. So there's been a lot of the boring stuff. So most of the streams over the last couple days would have been pretty boring. So we're just doing a full recap today. And just to see where we're at. So Demon Spawn's always looking really good because we get a ton of these. But we were full, and now we have dropped down to just 3 pairs. And Undead Horde, a good amount of stuff all around. I think that's basically it. So we're doing pretty good. When it comes to the little stuff, we haven't fully unlocked things because we haven't had that situation arise where we have an ancient shard that we have to just commit to purchase. We've been lucky that way. We actually got an ancient shard and had to commit to purchase these 4 or these 2 or whatever it was that I needed to unlock. So far we've had some good RNG that way. When it comes to the fusion, we haven't committed, and I don't think I'm going to commit to doing a fusion over the next few months at the beginning of this account for sure, because there's just so much resources that needs to be put towards getting the account set up with my first 5 champions. But I did get through the champion training and then the arena arena events, as well as tournaments going on. I was able to get a bunch of fragments, and we managed to get ourselves our hands on Yazan the Marooned, or Yazan the Maroon, this big old rhino dude, which after seeing that Boozer video where he was talking about how this guy's going to be a free-to-play legend here, lines up perfectly for what I'm in the midst of doing right now. So we're passively leveling him up through the Guardian Ring, because I didn't want to commit to putting him in while doing any of this champion training, because I really just wanted to get my next 60. And last night, or actually early this morning, I finished the last one, and now we are sitting on 5 5-star chickens, and we're about to bring another 60 forward. And so I'm a little bit torn here. My first instinct is to go with Cold Heart, get her maxed out as fast as possible. She solves quite a bit of things, like right off the bat. I think that would basically solve the Spirit Keep and then Spider's Den, right? Because she's so strong, and we can basically funnel all our best gear into her. We've also got some nice pulls since then. We've pulled a Rune Keeper Dazdirk, so a huge piece to our clan boss team. So now we're just missing an ally protect champion. I don't think I was hoping that we had a what's his name? A Myrmidon, but we don't have Myrmidon. I must have pulled him on the main account because I was doing champion training and kind of maintenance throughout this entire time as well on that account. And it doesn't look like I think I probably pulled there. So that's why I had that in my mind that I might have him as well. So still on the hunt for a champion that can do some ally protection for clan boss, because we are definitely hurting. We're doing pretty decent when it comes to clan boss in general, though, with what we have right now. When it comes to easy, we can one key it. We're dropping roughly 4 million, depending on the RNG and the whatchamacallit, the affinity. We're doing roughly 4 million. Normal, we're two keying the top chest, the knight chest. I can't quite one key it yet. I'm doing roughly like 2.4, 2.5 million damage, something like that. 2.1, 2. Somewhere it fluctuates, right? So we're on a good pace there. When it comes to hard mode, let's see what it is, because I haven't done it in a little while, and since then we have upgraded a little bit. The team that we got rocking right now, we got Aethel and Lee because she is our 60. She brings our weaken. She does a good, the most amount of damage out of everybody. Then we have our Royal Huntsman, followed by Gorlos here. Both guys are awesome because they bring the decrease defense in there, but both bring a little bit different kit. One's more armor penetration with this guy here, and Gorlos brings the HP burn. So that's what these three guys are doing, and then Coldheart, the big damage there. And we were luckily able to pull last week Theodore, so we've been able to get him into the best regeneration and immortal combination sets that we could possibly get together. So not the greatest stats, but doing enough to stay alive, unlike when I build my guys for straight stats. They just seem to die before they get a chance to pump out the same amount of damage when they're built this way. So they're built for more sustainability. Almost everybody is in life steal except for Theodore. So they've been doing pretty decent for me. Let's see what they do in hard or normal. Yeah, hard mode. Ooh. So hopefully we can get a good depiction here of how the team stands. I'm so excited that we got Coldheart. She has been a massive addition. She has helped us already secure level 13 of the Magic Keep, as well as the Arcane Keep. So we're right on track with our challenges. We're almost all done of them. We're almost all done all the challenges except for... No, I think we're on the final track of the arena ones. Those are definitely going to be the longest ones because I'm not the greatest at arena, but we'll do our best to get as much of those done, and hopefully we can get all those challenges done. The dungeon ones are pretty much on the final track, if I'm not mistaken, if not 9 of 10. The champion challenges are the same on the final track, as well as the artifacts. So we're looking pretty good when it comes to progress like that. When it comes to our missions towards Arbiter, we've already cleared the first milestone of the 76 or missions that we needed to do, and we're maybe 10 or 15 missions into the next bracket there. So a little bit of progress. Haven't focused too much on it. I know it needs to be done, but I've been focused on trying to get this next level 60 because I really need some more damage out of this team. So we are going to oh man, which one of these guys? Like I said, I'm leaning towards Coldheart because it makes the most sense, and she's theoretically the biggest hitter on my account. But then we also have Theodore, and we also have Runekeeper Dazdirk that we literally just picked up over yesterday or the day before, and then I've been kind of just like dumbfounded. I'm like, oh my goodness, my clan boss team is starting to come around. And here we go. We're venturing to the end of this clan boss run, and not so bad. 1.38, 1.4 million damage. Maybe you squeeze out a little bit more here. And so far so good. You know, like when it comes to this type of progress, I will say that on my main account, I probably wasn't here until at least like day between 30 and maybe 45. It took me quite a bit to commit to moving to getting more than 1 6-star. So here we are, 1.45 million damage. Not bad whatsoever for it. So we're not even able to one chest. Actually, that's not good at all, actually. So we're not able to one key that, but it's a good litmus test for us to see what we got to work with. We should have another key or two. We got a server update, so we got a free key. That's why we were able to kind of limit test hard mode there. So we're still a little bit of ways, but maybe if we choose the right champion here to upgrade and bring to 60, that might make a difference for us. We're sitting on 230 energy here that I'm hoping to put into one of these champions. But like I said, who to put it in? Theodore is huge. I believe he's a 5 when we look at him in the when it comes to Hell Hades ranking, overall ranking, right? So he's looking like a massive addition to my account. So he's a really good candidate. He's got an incredible kit, poison sensitivity, buff extension. Like it's crazy. And he works with a cool mechanic when it comes to his with HP burn. So he works well with an HP burner, which I have. So interesting nonetheless. We've just recently committed to we dropped probably 1,000, maybe even more energy into Dragon's Dungeon. So now we've actually got some blues, not just a bunch of grays and just mediocre greens and whites to work with. So we got a little bit of reworking to do. We might be able to build out some of these champions a little bit better. I am looking heavily at Cold Heart. Maybe look at touching on Royal Huntsman because of his mechanics on when he crits, it guarantees his debuffs, right? So yeah, so like he increases attack as well. So like good things to have. But yes, that's where we're at. We're still hardcore in the grind of literally opening up shards as we get them. They've been huge for us. And when it comes to our food, we're kind of low on food because we literally just brought all these 5 stars up. But yes, we only got 1 3-star that's ready to be moved up to 4, a 1 2-star, and a handful of singles. So we're gonna have to buckle down here. I think after this one, we might be strong enough. If I choose the right champion, we might be strong enough to really start investing or we can really start not investing. We can really start looking to let those mystery shards pile up, which is something that I'm desperately trying to get to because I think we've pulled enough crucial champions that are going to make a big deal for us. We got a bunch of 50s that can bring in a bunch of different roles for right now. So we have a small roster giving us some possibilities for, getting us to complete, up to at least stage 10 on some of these dungeons, right? So we're looking good. I'm hoping that after today's new 60, we can push to Dragon Stage 13. I think we're there. Let's look at our progress while I continually maul it all. I've been mauling this over since last night once I realized, holy crap, I'm actually there. We might have to actually do something here. So we can definitely, once we have her, we'll be able to complete Minotaur, so that's not an issue. We can probably then get stage 10 of Ice Golem done. There's really no set other than the curse set, but we're so far away from Hydra. Yeah, and spiders. Then I don't think we need the curse set now that we have a cold heart, right? So we could probably hold off. We can probably just leave stage 10 for Ice Golem. We are still a little bit of ways. We haven't tried it. We haven't tried it recently. Let's see what we have. So this is what we were doing last time. I'm going to bring some more AoE instead because that's the one thing that was hurting us last time. And we're going to see what happens here on stage 10. We're not going to bring our Zephyr Sniper. We're just going to try to clear the waves as fast as best as we can, and just try to just overpower it, just grind it, just force it. We're going to force it, hopefully. I hope that Cold Heart is busting out enough damage, and I hope that once we get on a roll here, we have enough AoE to keep these spiders in check. There we go. So we got a nice Heart Seeker there, nice big chunk from Cold Heart. There we are, and Bellawar's not doing as much damage, so we really need to focus on re-gearing all these champions. That's why we did a bunch of Dragon's Den. I know that everybody was just pieced together with a little bit of hopes and dreams, trying to get at least 4-star. Just we're basically just fucking on sticks and strings here with when it came to armor. So, and wow, there goes Theodore. It doesn't look like we are strong enough. She does chunk, but not as hard as we need. That 6-star is definitely going to help to get that sorted out. So I can already tell this is definitely going down the drain. So we're going to move on from this attempt. A little bit of wasted energy, but that's okay. We haven't tested that in a while. It kind of gives us more reason to figure out what we're going to do here. We're definitely going to bring up some Rune Keeper here. After we finish this, I'm going to try to get our Health Freak up to 4-star because we really need him. Or do we really need... We don't have a ton of magic. Maybe when we need... Because mostly everybody... See, like, everybody that's magic affinity has already got is already fully ascended to where they can right now. What I'm really missing is energy potions, as well as some let's see if I can... let's see. We can at least get him 1-star, but let's save that for a daily advanced quest. So it's not... We're not going to be throwing him out there on today's team. So yeah, progress. So now I'm excited to have Runekeeper Dazdurk plus our Abyssal that's coming. It's going to come good with the increased defense here. His heals and everything are going to be huge, hopefully. And then we just need to find ourselves an ally protector. I don't think this guy's an ally protector, if I'm not mistaken. No, he's just a cleanser. Oh no, he's a purger, and he does cleanse and heals. So he's not going to be taking over Runekeeper Dazdurk's role there when it comes to. So we need to find a Myrmidon at the very least, a rare that can get the job done and get us a little bit more progress in Clan Boss, because that'll be huge. Man, you know what? We're doing it. We're just gonna go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We are going to do it. It is... Oh no, I forgot. Well, it is what it is. But I don't think we have a ton of Banner Lords anyways for it to make a massive difference. But here we are. I think we're going to just do it with Cold Heart. Cold Heart has to be the one. I feel like it's the right play, even though Theodore is a 5 overall. I really want to say that I just I'm so far away in comparison to Coldheart because she's a rare. I'm gonna get her fully. She's already fully booked out, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, she's fully booked out. Ascending won't be a problem. So I'm going to be able to get her all the way fully built out. The only barrier that's going to be coming from her damage output after that is the gear that I have. So hopefully after we do this, yeah, we're just going to do it. This is definitely the champion. Here we go, Coldheart. And do we have enough to make one more? No. That's okay. Void keeps coming. We will open that up, or hold on. No, that's okay. So now we got some work to do. So we got some farming to do. And now let's look at some of the progress that we had. Like I was telling you guys, this is so far. We're at 7 out of 75 on the second one. So we've done a good amount of progress. We've got some. We need to do some dragons there. Maybe we'll do 5. We'll bang 5 of those out. We'll bang 5 of those out. Either way, that's pretty much what we have to do. That's what we went to. You know what? I'm going with my gut. I like that play. Oh, champion training would be moved up. Oh, we got more shards. It's not going to really affect us because we're not going to be pushing for anything else. But we have moved up a little bit from 4th to 3rd now. Well, when we've taken a commanding lead on 4th place. So these 4-star epic, these are 6-star. So these 6 stars and this tome book plus the multi battles are going to be looking pretty good as long as we can continue to maintain that spot. Other than that, we're not doing any soul chase, dragon tournament. I think dragon tournament we're pretty much done. I might push to 950 just for those 25 gems. That might be worth it. But no, you know what? I think that I don't know if I have a strong enough team to bring all the food that I need to farm up. Do I even have any brews to throw into her? That is the question. No, I have 0 brews. That's okay though. We're not gonna dump any singles in there or anything like that. I am going to just farm them out. I'm going to put some auto battles on here. So not bad. So after 14 days, I've been able to accomplish probably what I was able to accomplish in about 45 days worth of raid, just with the small knowledge that I have built up. So I'm going to do a formal video on the first 2 weeks of this challenge, the preconceived notions, kind of give you guys a good rundown of what I was thinking prior to going into this challenge and what I was hoping to get accomplished. So let's see here. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Because I'm probably going to move this account over to my laptop here to my right, and then just throw that on auto battle, and then move on to my main account. Or I guess we could do some of this stuff now. We do need to do some gear optimization and stuff here. We'll do that first. But let me see. Let's see here. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to think out loud. And yeah, I want to get up the Hell Hades. Oh, I have to do an update on the artifact enhancer or extractor. And then we're going to try to find the best gear for Coldheart, because now we're going to leave the best, well, the true best gear, I believe, is, I think after this, Coldheart will, because I haven't gone in and changed Athel's weapon and shield. The reason I put those on there because I wanted to make sure that she had a little bit of more survivability to get through some of the stages as I was building her up. So as soon as we got these artifacts, I forget after which tower we beat in normal, maybe even it was brutal or hard mode actually. I put these on there knowing that I would change them at some point, and I'm not going to commit to. I'm just going to leave that there. This is probably the best set of lifesteal here. So we're going to leave her with that. And now we're going to look to see what we can do when it comes to her gear. So let's upload my info to the team optimizer. Let's see here. Let's optimize Cold Heart. All right. So now let's go to, do we have her stat save? Okay, so we need to figure out the priority. Her stat priority, I'm assuming, is going to be something like accuracy, speed. Where is it? Accuracy, speed, 70% crit rate, crit damage, HP percentage, and attack percentage. So let's see. So accuracy, number 1, speed, number 2. Crit rate's 3, but at 70%, of course, because that's all Heartseeker needs. 3, so max 70, and then min 70. Can I get it to work that way? Hopefully. And then that'll give us the priority there. Or after that, we have crit damage, HP percentage, and attack. Crit damage for HP and attack. 5. Now, I want to keep her in lifesteal, so let's put that as a prerequisite. Now, let's see if it's even possible. Do I want to include equipped artifacts? No. I want to... There we go. Fingers crossed. Oh, we have some builds. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some builds. Okay. 70% crit rate. Not the best. What are we sitting at right now? Let me pull up the stats here. So what we're sitting at right now, well, her crit rate is way too high. Mishmash of artifacts, just kind of putting the stuff we could together. So we're sitting at 1198 attack, 159 speed, crit rates at 91%, crit damages at 80%, accuracies at 79. Wild. Okay. Let's see if we can do better on oh man. Interesting. So what I'm showing is not great. The number one option is telling me it's going to be 1158 attack, 145 speed, 70 crit rate, crit damage is 67, resilience is 43, accuracy is 76. I know that's more accuracy that we need, but like what we have right now, I feel like is just better. Wow, I was assuming that. What's this chest look like? What do we have? Do we have an upgrade on the chest here? 4-star HP. We need the accuracy chest. And these are terrible substats. We haven't had a chance to do a cleanse since doing all these, so not all these are going to make sense. Wow. Okay, so Cold Heart. I hardly knew you. It looks like you are as built as we can get based on... Yeah, there's no way that I'm going to drop just to make sure I hit that 70 threshold to lose stats and everything. So it is what it is. That's what we have. Oh, we don't have any. We really need to get into Spider's Den. So it looks like we're gonna have to leave our champions the way they are right now on this account. There is not much wiggle room when it comes to the artifacts. So we're probably as built or as optimized as they can be based on the last time I did it. So I'm gonna switch accounts here. And we're going to put that one on the laptop. And then we'll check out. Oh, man. So I've done a bunch of groundwork this morning on this account. We got a bunch. I've dropped probably, I don't even know, 2,000, 3,000 energy into this dragon tournament. And finally being able to hit stage 20. Oh, we got another raid update gift. Sweet. Even on this one, how many? So let's complete this. Look at that. We're going to complete our very first nightmare freaking ultimate chest. All it took is 4 keys and one of them being a free one. I limit tested today to see what 3 keys could do if we could get lucky with RNG. And we came close, 37 million. So this one's going to be a little bit redundant. So we're going to mess around with the team here. Did I already regen another one since this morning? Did I not recover? Oh, I didn't even use. Oh, sick. Okay, we're going to use 2 of these. We're going to drop one on the clan boss here. Let's drop it on Nightmare. Let's see. I want to make some changes. So I recently pulled out Lady Noelle for Truath as a better healer option, even though we are losing the block debuffs. Debuff? Block debuff? No, the block buffs debuff, since we're losing that with Lady Noelle, making it so clan boss isn't able to get that buff on himself to make him stronger, making it so we have a little bit more survivability. But I thought to myself, with Perfect Veil and that ability to reduce AoE damage, so that extra damage reduction on top of ally protection, plus his just way better healing, that might give us more survivability. So we threw it in there, and we did pretty decent. We came close to 3 keying, but let's see if we can find another combination. The 2 most important champions that we can use here are our Sabbatha and our Vergus, because they are bringing our increased defense as well as our ally protection, which is the 2 biggest parts of our survivability strategy. Whenever you build for clan boss and you want to try to progress, you really need to start looking at the debuffs and the buffs that you bring. And those 2 right there, ally protection as well as increased defense, are huge. On top of the fact that we bring some increased attack when it comes from Dawncaller Sabbath, so she's increasing the damage output from our nukers on top of that. So a really, really good combination between these 2 champions right here, and we have them both fully maxed out, ascended. We have as many awakened stars for them, and we have all their masteries set up. So since then, we've gotten a couple more champions built up and more masteries fully completed on some other champions. We got Geo fully completed, Truath fully completed, Wukong fully completed, Zargala. So we got some options to choose from when it comes to trying to find another champion in which to kind of just slot in here and try to, if we can get a consistent 14 million, we're laughing. We're 3 keying Nightmare, and we can probably 1 key. No, we can't 1 key hard mode, but either way, we can start using that extra key to help the rest of to help the clan. I can't even speak, but that's what we're hoping to do. And when it comes to that, Awilla's very, very close to being finished. She's not got all the masteries, but she's really strong, even though she's got in gear just for stats, but she's hitting the right stats. So I'm tempted to throw her in here, and that will be our That's going to be our survivability. These three guys are in charge of keeping us alive. Great heals from Awella, in comparison to Truath. They both do a great job. Now, I want to bring Alice because she is the biggest, heaviest hitter on my account. She's fully awakened. She's got doesn't have I don't think I put any books on her? I don't think I put any. I planned to put on books on her, but I didn't on this account because it turns out it doesn't really matter with her so much. So we can really prolong that. And she's got the most attack power, with the biggest nuker on my account. So we're gonna bring her in, but that kind of puts us in a weird situation because other things that we need when we comes to clan boss is decreased defense as well as weaken, right? And right off the bat there, if we bring Alice, we lose a slot in which we can bring that because she definitely does not bring either one of those. So do I have a champion that brings both weaken and decreased defense? I think it's still Fane, right? It's a 60 in the weekend. So we're going to try this combination because it turns out Fane is still, even though Alice has surpassed her on damage and output, power level, Fane is still one of my biggest heavy hitters. She's the second strongest champion in my account. So we're going to give this a shot and see what it does against. Is this Nightmare? Let me see if I remember this. So we need Alice, Owella, and Fane. I want to make sure I don't put it into the wrong. So we're in Nightmare. Yeah. Alice, Owella. Oh, we already had it. Sweet. But we're still going to do that, though. Owella and Fane. So not much. So we're bringing in two different champions to see if that makes a big difference. I'm hoping so. I'm going to put the mic down for a second and I'm going to grab a drink here while this plays out. Usually by turn 4, we're usually around that 3 to 4 million mark on lower difficulties, actually. So I have no experience in Nightmare. So what am I even talking about? Turn 2 at 1.2. Okay. Boss turn 2. Can we get to maybe 3? That'd be awesome if we do. So turn 3 at 1.5. So going into turn 4, not even close. But you know what? It's progress. We're moving in the right direction. I'm not too worried about the outcome. I need to put in a key into this one to hit that last chest or hit that top chest for the first time ever. So we're going to let it play out, and I'm going to see what this team does. The last couple teams have been doing between 11 and 12 and a half, 13 million, if I'm lucky, depending on RNG. And I'm not that hardcore where I'm going to close my game every single time. It's not going to hit 13 million to assure that I hit the 39 million. I'm not going to be that anal about it. But I am going to keep notice of this one so we make sure we hit that. And if we're in that 13 to 14 million, then this might be the team. If not, we're going to give another team comp a try in hard mode or in brutal to see if we can bust out 20 mil. Let me look at the team optimizer, actually. Let me see if it says that we have a team that can do brutal. Clan boss, brutal, fine team. What the heck? What am I? What the heck? Okay, for a second there, it wasn't loading stuff. Okay, so we have some recommendations. Most of these are from totally end game freaking accounts. 4-man team, but that's some. I have all these champions: War Maiden, Kale, Coffin Smasher, and Torix. I'm sure if I had the artifacts. Oh wait, what's it doing? Hold on a second here. It's still pulling up my previous account. Hold on a second. Team Optimizer, Clan Boss, Brutal, Find Teams. That's probably why. Because I was like, why is Tidor coming up? Okay, so it's telling me I can pump out 32 million damage with a team of Apothecary, Kale, Rearguard Sergeant, Geomancer, and Oella. Apothecary is pretty low because I just brought him to 60, so I think he's only like level 45. Like 45, I didn't even get my drink. 45 or something like that. Rearguard Sergeant is a 50, so that doesn't work. Because she's got tanking duties there. I don't know if she can do it for Brutal Clan Boss at level 50. The next team that it says that I can do it with is Aethel, Haikatoon, Coffin Smasher, Frozen Banshee, and Grave Chill. Don't have an Aethel at 60. Haikatoon's only at 50. Coffin, Frozen, Grave Chill's only at 50, so that's not going to work. Oh, here's a team that might work. Apothecary, Tyrell, Haikatoon, Geomancer, and Alice. 24 million, it says. So that would definitely one key Brutal. I just have to build out Tyrell, but he is 60 now, essentially. Apothecary, I could probably grind him out. We got 2 keys to go. So after, we can leave one regenning, and as long as I complete Apothecary before that second key comes up, we should be okay. But yeah. Oh, you know what? I didn't even share screen to my... Sorry, guys. Been talking to a black screen there. So this is the team. We're at 10 million when it comes to Nightmare. Do we get a revive here on Oella? We just get an increased defense and there's a huge slam. 10.59 million damage. This team is not quite strong enough. Alice might not be the right type of damage when it comes to this build. That is fine. The other team that we have is Vergus, Haikatoon, Frozen Banshee, Geomancer, and Duck. You know what? We have that team now. Might as well try. So we have Duck in the lead. No, he can't be in the lead. So Vergus in the lead. Wait, why is Vergus in the lead? Geo has to be in the lead because he's the only one that has an aura. Oh no, I could use Frozen Banshee. Haikatoon. Could use Haikatoon in the lead for some speed. We do like speed when it comes to Clan Boss. But survivability would be nice with some Geo HP. 25% HP is a lot of HP, actually. So we're going to go with that with survivability over speed and accuracy. 113.5k damage out of this team. You know, they're not too badly built. They're not great. I'm not going to claim that these guys are... Maybe Frozen Banshee is probably the closest I could say to good. I don't think anybody's greatly built. Or, you know, maybe might be able to argue Vergus. He's pretty decent. But let's see how we do. Let me get this drink. Hi. My freaking nose is still raw. Been a rough couple days. The last couple weeks have been a little rough for me, having to do a bunch of some personal stuff as well as some work-related stuff that has to get all cut up and everything. But things have been doing it. 1.7. We're not looking good when it comes to damage by turn 5. Now this, I might try to save the key just because. Just because we can try to pull in a better team out here after we do a gear cleanse. and prepare some champions here. Make sure this account. Got to make sure this computer is going too. The degenerate gamer that I am. And then once we get this kind of on the roll, I think we're gonna call it for the day and get ready for the pod. And yeah, and then get ready for I gotta get a football video out as well as a Power World. Man, I got a bunch of videos I gotta get out on the other channels that I'm working on. But it is what it is. That is the daily YouTube grind. But let's see how we're doing. We're at stage boss turn 10, 5.2 mil. Hey, we're not doing that bad. I don't know if we're on pace for 20 mil, but you know what I'm realizing right now? There's no freaking healer on this team. So Haikatoon is not going to make... Oh, this is not good. Let me... No. Continue. I can't do that. I need to do this to save the key. A little quick tip if you guys are watching out there and you have ever had that happen, sometimes all you need to do is just quit the game. It won't steal the key from you. And then you can rerun it. Just make sure to hit no. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I always do. And let's rethink that team. Wow, we really didn't really think at all. Okay, so let's go back to hard, or let's go back to brutal. One key here. So that was that team. How is that? Haikatoon must be in a freaking lifesteal set. All these guys must be. I could probably hold on. Let me put Geo up there, Duck up there, Frozen Banshee up there, Vergus up there, and we'll throw Owella up there for a real healer. Let's see how that plays out. A little messing around, some theory crafting. This is kind of what you have to do when it comes to doing some progress checks, maybe, or some limit testing, maybe roster testing, kind of finding which combinations. I know we didn't really go look into it, making sure we had more than just ally protect. I don't think we have an increased defense here, since we are just going off the optimizer. But yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting here. Oh, scrolled in way too much. Let me put this down. And boss turn 5, 1.7. You know, brutal. I think that metric is starting to fail me. I don't think that's a good way. Maybe in hard and below it was working, because I was definitely doing a glass cannon approach, try to get as much damage pumped out before the clan boss kills you. And now we're going on a kind of sustainability. Survivability is a big focus. 3 champions that I'm bringing to clan boss now are solely focused on keeping the team alive, right? So we got a decreased defense from our Duck here, though. So we have some decent pieces. We got ally protection. We got our Owella with some good heals. She brings in some resistance with one of her spells as well. So I don't think that stun can be resisted. So far, so good. Turn 14, and we're looking to be pretty healthy. I think we're laughing here. I gotta go to the pharmacy. Gotta go pick up my meds. Hmm. 6 million, turn 18. Here's where it's gonna get spicy, guys. Oh, it's gonna get spicy if I can't get the scoop into this bowl. $7 million. Very spec. All right. $9 million. Turn 26. Oh, yeah, no freaking. It definitely seems to be. It's a good amount of damage, but we're not gonna keep this key. Oh no! I didn't do it fast enough. I think that key stands. We burned a key in brutal. Oh no! Oh no! I might get that today. I need to bring more 60s up. I do need more books. Do I need legendaries? Or... That is for a little bit later. I might do that today on the main account. We haven't purchased quite a while. Let me see if we got something decent. This is not bad, but I'm not. Don't have any mythicals yet. 13 shards. Do I need to go for any of these? Ooh. Decrease attack. The thing is that I don't have any shards on these ones. Thing is that if I buy whatever enough shards to hit this, let's say I'm not gonna have the resources to bring them up, get them fully ascended, or even come close to buckling them out for them to be optimal to be able to use. And that is a trend that I'm trying to stop on my main account. So I am desperately trying to focus on the champions that I have first. What I do have the ability to do is I can buy some masteries for someone, and I'm thinking maybe apothecary. I don't know. Morag might be nice. Morag might be real nice because that might change the dynamics of the team comps that I can bring to clan boss. Because an ally attack team, man. So right now I'm kind of pigeonholed. Yeah, let's go check. I'm pretty sure it counted. Oh man, that sucks. Hard mode, brutal mode. Yes, he counted 9.72 million with this team. Not the greatest. A little bit of a lesson learned. I think I have to build teams now with. I can't go without having Sabatha and Vergus in the team. The rest of the team, it kind of leaves me pigeonholed a little bit, but it is what it is. We're not going to cry over spoiled milk here. We're still going to get enough time for the rest of the day that we'll get one more key, maybe two if I'm still up by the time the second one refreshes. But yeah. But the most important, we had a ton of energy here. The thing that's most pressing with this account is the account maintenance, right? And I have this 1 hour, gear free removal token. So I've done a little bit of prep work. I've got everybody out of my master vault that has any gear. So I don't have to worry about having anybody in here that has gear, nobody in reserve vault. But so nobody in here that I have to take gear off of. Everybody that I have that is wearing any kind of artifacts is in my main group right now. So I'm thinking, because I have done a fair amount. Holy crap. I've done a crap ton of dragon tournament. So I'm thinking we might be able to pull a nice couple upgrades to some champions here. Got a lot of artifacts to go through, a lot of artifacts to sell. So that part's gonna be I know what we can do right off the bat. Oh, those are speed boots. We can sell these real quick. So we have a good amount of stuff. We got a good amount of pinpoint. We got a good amount of Slayer. We just got a bunch of this like supersonic stuff today because I was like, you know what? Let me limit test this account. I've been just kind of grinding and kind of building things up, and I jumped into freaking Cursed City this morning, and I blew myself away. Didn't realize that it was on hard mode, and I just did I just got the Bomb. I was like, oh, it's Bommel. I have Vergus as well as Truath. They both can solo them, so let me get that done. And then I had the free gear removal that was here, so I made my way to the free gear token removal, not realizing that I was in hard mode, thinking that I was in normal. And so that's how I got that token this morning, and so I really want to use that and kind of rebuild my champions because I don't want to wait until the next free removal event to happen. And yeah, so I got that far when it comes to hard mode. And then I was like, whoa, that's when I realized it was hard. I just was like, well, let me see what I can do. So I banged my way through here, and I was like, holy crap. I can do this guy, right? But I don't have any keys for that. And I was like, that's when I found out, oh yeah, I need those keys, and then told me I have to do them and by going here. And I can easily kill this, except for the fact that I don't have an HP burn champion that qualifies these metrics to be able to complete it, to be able to get the 3 keys or however. 1 key, is that going to give me 1 key? Is that only going to give me 1? I've never done this before, so I have no idea, and I'm extremely excited to be finally unlocking more of the game. I've just been kind of like burying my head in the sand, just focusing on getting the basics and the foundation set, because I was starting to try to run when I should have been walking, and as a result I was hitting some hard plateaus that I shouldn't have been doing. And so today I was pleasantly surprised that, like, wow, I can actually start playing this game. Like, I remember thinking when I first unlocked this and trying to get through, I'd get like 1 or 2 of these nodes done, and I'd be like, man, I'm never going to be able to make it. I see some of these streamers and other players that, you know, that or like content creators, and they're like balls deep in everything, you know what I mean? They're getting all these free resources, and I'm thinking, oh, that's where all the good stuff is, and I'm just not strong enough yet there. But I'll just keep grinding, you know. And today I accidentally cleared this much. I know it's not a lot, but for me as a beginner, this is pretty freaking crazy. I wonder if I could take this guy. Oh no, I don't have the roster pool for this one, but man, that'd be crazy. But yeah, no, that made me go, whoa. I really need to do a clear gear cleanse and re-gear some of these champions, because I think the roster is almost ready to really start pushing some content, which is finally, I guess, the beginning of the mid game. When it comes to dungeons and stuff, I've already cleared 25 dragons, which should be the first one that everybody does. I haven't pushed Spider's Den. 13 is the highest I could get at the last time I tried. Ice Golems is probably... Oh, Ice Golems on 22. Wow, okay, so way further than I needed to be. But we got stage 20 there, and we got... Oh, yeah, that's one of the last pushes. We got basically stage 20 on the 3, which means that I got to start pushing these soon, now that we're getting into that zone. Magic Keep. We should be. Why are we not completed this? What? What? You know, well, let's do that real quick while we're talking here. And while before I get to this gear cleanse, that account is just slowly grinding out the levels on Cold Heart and everything. So, you know what? So far, so good. These first 2 weeks on the challenge account have been, and I did it again. Good gravy. Let's bring the stage. There it is. So yeah, these last couple of weeks, these first 2 weeks, 15 days, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to the challenge account, have been spectacular. I am happy that so far I've been doing well. There have been a couple times where I felt like, oh no, I'm hitting that wall where I'm going to be stuck waiting for resources or waiting for energy. And I've been happy to report that I've just been, because I've been progressing, doing the things that I have to. I've been unlocking the free energy in where I need, where it's supposed to be. So, and I've been doing a pretty good job of waking up. One of the first things I do while I'm getting ready for my day is making sure that I wake up and I burn my energy, get that or that energy regen going. So I'm getting, I don't think I'm getting the full 440 or 480 free energy because I think I'm only getting like 3 refreshes in. So I'm getting a good chunk of it. So I've been dropping all that energy into champion training. And soon it's going to be going into potion keep farming. So I haven't really felt any slowdown whatsoever when it comes to feeling like I need to buy a ton of energy or anything like that. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I'm glad to report the free to play strategies and everything have been going good. Maybe because I'm gonna have to get started on my search based content that I'm gonna do. So like I'm gonna remake basically my beginner guide, day one guide, all these kind of fun things. First 5, just beginner content stuff that like I can just make once and leave. I don't want to remake the same content over and over again with a new title because I feel that's so boring. And I want to kind of create a new style, a new format. So I've been working on the DL. Hopefully we can get that format started. We definitely have. We're going to be putting it into effect in the 100 days in raid video that's going to be uploaded on this one, and it's definitely going to be a part of the tutorial base or the guides that are going to be coming soon. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it there. We're gonna push. I think we should be easy to do this one, but yeah, we're going to complete this dungeon here, and yeah, we're going to dump this energy into. You know what? Should I do the gear removal now? No, I'm gonna use this 480 or whatever the heck energy that it is after I get this mage keep done, because I can't believe I haven't done this. This just should be easy peasy for what I have. I like that. I get the steel buffs in there. She's enough. Let's just bring Truette. Let's just bring Vergus in there just for overkill on survivability. I should have probably switched out Kale for Frozen Banshee, but we're gonna finish this up. We're gonna drop the rest of the energy that I have into Dragon's Den, and Dragon's Den stage 20, and hopefully we can make a huge jump when it comes to artifacts on my main account as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I had a whole bunch of hiccups and everything today. Man, I was like a good half hour or something like that, 20 minutes at least of me talking with a black screen, with the welcome screen up, not even having my mic turned on. But we live and we learn. It is what it is. We'll try to edit it in post. We'll remove that with the YouTube editor so it's not so bad in the long run. But thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I really appreciate you guys chilling, hanging out. Stay tuned for upcoming raid content because we're almost there. I'll see you guys later. Take care.